Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and take your seats. We'll get the show Banquet. Well, thank you guys for coming tonight. We're excited to share as we get ready to turn the page or jump through the ring of fire or whatever. We want to talk about this next chapter and our retirees' next step. So, but before we get into all the fun and excitement there, Mr. McConaughey, thank you for the music this evening. So, everybody, can we give them a round? And we'll jump into dinner right off the bat tonight. We do have busing stations that are staged strategically for everybody. You'll notice there's 2 tubs that are at each station. There's one with water. What I learned tonight is that's where the silverware goes. There's one without water, and that's where the plates go. So with COVID and everything fun, if we could just go ahead and bus our own trays tonight, if you're finished with that, that would be wonderful. And we'll get things started. I will dismiss tables by number to go ahead and join in. Charles has a wonderful dinner ready to go for us, and we'll have some wonderful things going. So we'll get ready to start that, and then we'll please go ahead and stand for Star Spangled Banner. Tables 12 and 19.
All right, that's us.
Tables 13 and 20. Tables 14 and 20. Tables 5 and 6. Tables 4 and 3. Tables 2, 10, 17, and anybody I forgot. One of the most important things tonight, the dessert table is out and available, so don't forget if you want a little dessert, it's right over there on the other side of the back wall.
Oh, like showcase right at the door. I still don't understand. Thinking about it. Sorry,
I want to take just a moment to recognize, when I was looking through our program this evening, there are 222 combined years of service to the Hermiston School District with the retirees that are going to be recognized here this evening. So, round of applause for them. It has been a difficult year, to say the least, for all of us, and I have said this several times this year. I just want to appreciate each and every one of you for all that you have done for Hermiston School District, for our students and our staff and our families. You are amazing, and you are definitely going to be missed next year. As I was leaping through the program, it's nice and nostalgic, if you will, to think of each person and my interactions with them. And actually, I came to a realization that I actually have more years into education than what I thought, thanks to one of our retirees this evening and that person's length of service listed in the program. I'm not going to tell you who it is, and if you want to assume it's Chris Garcia, that's fine. But there is at least one retiree in this class tonight that that person and I started in Hermiston at the same time. So that was a momentous class, for sure. Without further ado, I am going to turn it over to Mr. Jeff Kelso, who is going to share the video that recognizes this evening's retirees. And I would be remiss in recognizing the video if I didn't also recognize Mr. Roger Pope, who is the graphics and media producer for the district. So thank you, Mr. Pope, for talking to us here. Oh, he's hiding over there. Thank you, Mr. Pope. Probably the first 3 minutes he's had in weeks as he's been putting this masterpiece together. So I will let Mr. Kelso press play and continue, please, to enjoy your meal and your dessert.
So I came to Sunset last year, and Joyce had told me what an amazing team she had, but I didn't really know how amazing until I met everyone, and one of those people was Linda Elwood. And she's just always willing to jump in and help anywhere needed, and she just has a heart for kids, and students and staff just absolutely love her. This year, one of the things that was pretty special about Linda is that regardless of the challenges that we had this year through all the schedule changes and CDL, and she came to work every day with a positive attitude and always willing to try whatever it was that we needed to try to get students to learn online or through hybrid or anything. She just was amazing at collecting data and helping to move students forward in their education. So I just want to say congratulations, Linda. I'm so excited that you are retiring and get to enjoy time with your family and your friends and your chickens. And we are really going to miss you, and we just wish you the very best.
Okay, I started working for the school district in 1996. It was a title grant, and there were 5 of us girls, and we were working, started in September of 96, and by the spring, 2 had dropped out, and I was working 3.5 hours at the beginning, and then at the end, I was working 5.5 hours. And I decided I really liked being in the school district, so the next year, a special ed position came open, and Kim LeQuee was in charge of special ed at Highland Hills, and so I applied for a position and got it, and then I worked for Tim for several years, from 97 till 2015, and then he retired. Then this position came open in like 2018, and I thought I wanted to do something different. So I came over here and I applied there were 3 positions: kindergarten, special ed, or title. And they asked me, Christy Peterson asked me which position I'd like, and I asked for the title position, and they agreed. So I've been here for 3 years. Even though it was later in my career, I really enjoyed the move over to Sunset because I did need something new. I just needed to challenge myself a little bit, and I love it. It was busy, so it's crazy busy, and I loved it, and I love the people I work with. I keep hearing people say that in retirement you're busier than when you're working, which is hard to believe, but we shall see. But I do have a lot of interest. I like to read. I just bought some baby chicks, so I'm going to have chickens with their eggs. I have a camera. I like to go up the mountains and photograph scenery and barns and stuff. I like to garden. I like to fish. So I have several activities that I can do, and I have a lot of grandchildren. I have a new one too, just like on the April 28th, we had a new one. So I have a lot of things I can do, and I'm excited, but it's kind of, it's bittersweet. I mean, I love my job. I love working with the kids, and I love to see the growth in the kids. And I feel like this was a great career for me because I enjoyed it every day. I love the sameness of it, and I love the difference of it. The sameness of it, and I love the difference of it.
Well, my name is Tony Isaguirre. Most of the students at the schools I work at call me Mr. Y. I've known Chris for a long time. We both started working together with the Umatilla County ESD micro program back in the late 70s, early 80s. And we worked together. Both of us were instructional assistants. She worked in the Boardman School District. I was working in the Hermiston School District. Well, when it was still in the old West Park building, they hired Chris Garcia to come in and help us out with the bilingual program. And she's always been really good with students. Her strong points in working with students is reading. She helped them develop their vocabulary development in reading. She would always, even with the staff in here in our classroom, she was like the big sister, always taking care of, watching over us, making sure, do you need anything, are you okay? And she would surprise us with other stuff, bring things in for us. Just very warm-hearted, caring individual. It was kind of hard to see her leave again because she did retire once and then she came back, and it was just like having missed a step. We just got back into sync again with working together. I know that it was a difficult decision for her to leave, but she wanted to spend time with her family this time around, which I don't blame her at all for that. She is missed. I still have classroom teachers saying, well, we miss Chris, we miss what she would do with the students. I'm glad that you're doing the things that you like, spending your time with your family, and I hope that you have a wonderful retirement.
My name is Steve Anderson. I teach senior English at Hermiston High School, and this is about a good friend, Tracy Harrell, who's retiring this year at Hermiston High School. One of the things that most people know, if you know Tracy, that her and technology aren't friends. So I love the time when I can go into a room and solve problems that she has with the computer or the technology, and it's kind of a time that we can talk and meet together. And I found that she really cares about teaching. She cares about her kids. She works hard for the kids and really wants to get them to do better, to strive to be better. Congratulations, Tracy. I'm going to miss you. Have a good retirement. I'll be joining you in a couple years.
When I first started teaching, I taught typing 1 and 2. I taught composition for semester, speech for semester, yearbook, newspaper, Com 1, Com 2, Com 3, Com 4, and advanced placement English. I did that for a couple of years. And then I did teach fine arts and drama, and I think those are all of them. Well, I started out with speech pathology, but when I got involved in the theater, that's where I wanted to go. And they said, well, you're never going to get a job if you're only going to teach drama. I said, well, I always liked language arts, and I find now that that's actually my preference. So I do have a speech and drama endorsement as well as my language arts. I would just say, if you don't have a child, or you do, think about what you want for that child, and because these are your children, and you want the same thing for them and give them the same thing that you would for your own child. And that's how I've done mine. If I wanted my daughter to learn this kind of writing, this kind of material, then that's what I wanted for my students. And I won't miss correcting thousands of essays, but ultimately, I don't mind it, I guess, if it helps someone.
I'm Linda White, and I currently teach 3rd grade at Sunset. Dana and I first met 18 years ago when I actually enrolled my daughter in 3rd grade at Desert View. Since then, we taught at Desert View for 10 years together, collaborated on many district 3rd grade committees, and have remained connected over the years because of our love for 3rd grade and teaching. Throughout Dana's career, she has been dedicated to her students and building positive relationships with them. She is passionate about advocating for the best for her students. Furthermore, she always made a conscious effort to set the bar high for her student expectations. Dana, your anything can be done attitude is transferred to your students through your teaching. Dana herself is a lifelong learner and prided herself on being up to date with all new instructional strategies and technology implementations that have evolved in our always changing educational world. Her leadership was instrumental in bringing interactive learning through Promethean boards and the Active Inspire to our district. I was so fortunate to be one of the 3 teachers involved in the grant that she was awarded to initiate this change in our district. We still laugh today about our Promethean adventures. She provided staff training not only to all buildings, she wrote many more grants and advocated until Promethean boards were in all elementary classrooms across all of our buildings. To wrap this up, I would like to share that Dana's sense of humor, contagious laughter, and huge heart for her students will be missed at Desert View. where she's been an integral part of the third grade team and staff for many years. We all celebrate you and wish you the happiest of retirements filled with adventure, fun, happiness, and of course, good health. Thank you, Mrs. Hill, from all the students, families, and HSD staff who have been so fortunate to be a part of your amazing teaching career.
I've taught third grade with Dana for 4 years now at Desert View Elementary, even though she has been in the profession much longer than that. She is a very dedicated employee and consistently puts in extra hours upon hours upon hours. She's here until 8 o'clock some nights and sends me messages on the weekends about great resources that she has found and wants us to try out and check out. I really appreciate her enthusiasm and her willingness to try new things and to try fun things and to try to bring that back into education. Dana is a master at Active Inspire and a wealth of knowledge. I've learned a lot from her through all of her experiences and all of her resources that she has gathered over the years. She's just given me so much, especially when I first started out in third grade. I was entering a new grade level, and she was my go-to person of who I would ask of what I should do or how I should meet this kid's need at this level. She has proven to be a good teammate and a friend. She is compassionate and very caring. Love you, Dana. We're gonna miss you. You better come back and sub.
My name is Dana Hill, and I have taught for 31 and a half years. Hard to believe, doesn't feel like it at all. I started my career in Arizona and taught there for 8.5 years, and I've worked in the Hermiston School District for 23 years. I've been blessed, I feel like, thinking back as I'm getting ready to retire, and working in a profession that I love, and being able to fulfill my passion to make a difference. I'd like to give a huge, huge thank you to all my fellow teachers that I have had the joy of teaming with and making and working towards making a better environment and promoting positive education with our students and for us too. I hope that each of you will continue to live your passion and be authentic to yourself and to your students, and just keep on making education great and the best it can be. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything.
Kathy Keeney, congratulations on your retirement. I just want you to know that I specifically call you and consider you a very good friend. I appreciate who you are professionally. I want you to know that work you've done for Hermiston School District and the community as a whole has been invaluable. The translation services, the rapport building that you've done with families, you have been a pioneer for what we now call diversity, inclusion, equity. You have been a pioneer for jobs to open up, for positions to be valued, and I want to tell you specifically from me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you.
Where do I begin to talk about my sweet friend and colleague, Kathy Keeney? Kathy has weathered many storms with me through the years and has been an unwavering support to myself, our schools, and Hermiston families for a long time. Kathy is a gust of fresh air with her quick wit and charm. Her outlook on life is almost always positive and sunny. I have so appreciated not only the history that we share, but the history that she has had with so many of our school families. Her familiar presence is often a comfort in itself on some cloudy days. And while this may be the sunset of her time with the Hermiston School District, we wish her many beautiful days ahead with family, friends, and new and exciting adventures. I love you, Kathy Keeney. While our working relationship may be changing, I will forever count you as a dear friend, no matter the environment.
Well, hi Kathy.
Hey Kathy, just want to
wish you, I guess, the best. And just let you know that we're gonna miss you. You're so bubbly. I guess that would be it. So energetic. We know when you're in the building every morning, because you're always saying good morning to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't believe the moment has come. I mean, I've known you since 2001. I would do copies all the time on Friday, getting the week ready, and I met you. I met you in the office, one of the back offices, and we just connected. And ever since then, we've been inseparable. You've gone through this journey with me. I don't see myself without you next to you. From a friend to a union member, to a colleague, to a confidant. You've always been there for me through this journey. So I will try my best to now come to the district office every morning, seeing your seat occupied by someone else. You mean the world to me, and I will miss you greatly, Kathy.
Hello. Well, I guess it's my time to retire. So here I am, getting ready to leave this place. I worked here for 23 years and have done a lot of different things. I started out as a classroom assistant at Highland Hills way back in the day with Mrs. Stearns. I moved from classroom assistant to home liaison, and that's been my position ever since. One thing I really enjoyed when I'm working here, working with the students, working with the teachers, learning new names, working with the public, learning how to smile when you wanted to not smile, and coming back the first day when all the teachers and classified and custodians and cooks and all of us used to get together, and after the whole long summer, coming back and getting ready for another school year, that's one of my faves. It's been quite a journey, quite an adventure. I loved every minute of it. I just think it was the best choice for me, and I'm gonna surely miss it for sure. It's gonna be something, a change for sure. So have fun, enjoy the rest of your time here at Hermiston School District just like I did. I had a ball. I had a good time. I made some good friends, and yada, yada, yada.
My name is Deanna Plum, and I'm at Highland Hills Elementary School, and I met Frida about 9 or 10 years ago when she started working here. She would come into my classroom at the end of the day as she was collecting garbage, and we would chit-chat. We actually bonded over the love of dogs, which at the time I did not have a love of dogs, but I had bought my daughter a dog because she had always wanted one. And Frida would come in and check and see how my daughter and the dog were doing, and she noticed that little by little it had gone from being my daughter's dog to being the family dog to now being my dog. So she still gets a big kick out of the fact that didn't care for dogs at all, and now I have one. actually, too.
I am Bonnie Hammond, used to be Guthrie when I knew Frida. That's what I was Guthrie. But so Frida and I have known each other about the same time. Deanna, when she started working here, I have moved rooms several times since Frida has come, and so we'd have this joke about, oh, where's Bonnie going to be next year? And I will miss our afternoon chats as they happened, and sometimes they were quicker than others because she's busy, she's got stuff to do. So, but she's a hard worker, and I really will miss seeing Frida's face.
My name is Angie Cook. I'm also here at Highland Hills, and Frida is our lovely custodian for as long as I can remember here. I'm not as old as they are, but
whatever.
But I did not, make that match with Frida about dogs because I don't have dogs, but I did with cats. We had lots of talks about cats. She'd give me her cat toys for my new kitten that we found that her cat wasn't playing with, and so she'd ask me every day how my cats were. More importantly, she asked me every day about my girls. And as far as a working level, it was awesome to come to school the next day after a crazy messy day and to see our rooms clean and sparkling.
Especially our sinks. She prides herself on how shiny the stainless steel sinks are. So we're going to miss that for sure.
No water spots.
No water spots.
But yeah, she was a hard worker, and being at this school is a little bit more challenging because it's outside, but she always made it look nice in her room, so we're going to miss her. Congratulations and good luck. Have the best time. Yeah.
And you've definitely earned it, so take your time and enjoy it.
Thank you for all you have done for us, Frida.
We love you.
Bye.
We love you.
Bye.
I have known Jenny Miller since I met her in 1999, and we met at a play group. Over the years, we were running into each other here and there, and attended a lot of the same functions together. So I knew who she was, but I didn't really get to know her until we started teaching together. The experience of teaching with Jenny has been absolutely amazing. She's always a go-getter. She's always willing to learn. She's so much fun. She has a wonderful laugh that can just brighten your day. I remember the morning when Jenny came in and said, "I need to talk to you." I knew she had been thinking about retiring, but she'd made the decision. And I felt these two warring emotions. I felt the ecstatic for her, just so happy that she was going to have this new adventure in her life. And that, on the mornings when I'm getting up and going, oh, it's really early, she's going to roll over and cuddle up and go, a nice morning. And at the same time, I felt this absolute devastation that here's this person who I've worked with for so many years and I've worked so closely with, and she's gone. As a colleague, she's been amazing to work with. We sit and we collaborate so well together. She always continues to help me think more about what I'm doing and how to do it better. Our PLCs are wonderful together. It's a time to really continue to learn, and she's always moving forward. Even though she knew she was kind of thinking about retiring or could be thinking about retiring, that's never been something that was involved in any of our meetings. Even yet, we're still working and pushing forward, even though she knows that at the end of this year, she's going to be doing something different come next August. Jenny, also as a friend though, is amazing. She's pushed me even in other parts of my life. She encouraged me to get involved with the Hermiston marching band. I had kids involved in it, but I had kind of just sat on the sidelines and not really jumped in there, and she encouraged me to jump in there and was a fabulous mentor in getting into the band and understanding how the band works, and then winding up helping with uniforms and doing a lot of other things with band. But watching the love the kids have for Jenny, they always called her Mom. And you could just see it made her very happy, but it also made the kids feel very comfortable and wonderful with that. That was awesome to see. Her focus is kid-centered. It's about the kids. It's not about what you can get from being with kids, it's about those kids. And I think that in itself is something very, very special in a person. She's done this for a lot of years. She has taught consecutively for 25. She just got her 25-year pin. But outside of that, she'd been teaching a long time before that. That wealth of knowledge with her reading classes she taught, with the SPED stuff she did, with all the volunteering she's done. When she would come to our meetings, she could bring all of that knowledge with her to take what we were doing in our English language development classes and push those kids further and help us to push those kids further as well. She's an asset to Sunset, to the Hermiston School District. I look forward to seeing what she does on her next learning adventure as she moves forward with retirement. I hope that she doesn't forget us, and that she always knows that my desk is always here when I need a sub. She can definitely pick up that phone and take that call.
All right, well, it's my privilege to talk about Judy Ramcharan. Judy retired earlier this year, around mid-year, around January. And Judy has been at West Park for 20 years or more, and she was a joy to get to know. I've been here for 8 years, one of the first people on staff that I got to know really well. First of all, about the job, Judy was willing to do whatever she was asked to do to help the school. And she was really, in many ways, a model employee. One thing that stuck out about Judy throughout my whole time here, and as long as she was here, is it seemed like she always dressed to the nines. She was always so well dressed. In her role as an instructional assistant, she was always connecting with the kids. Another thing I remember about Judy, there were a few times when the weather was really cold outside, and Judy doesn't like cold weather very well, and she let me know about it from time to time, but she was still willing to go outside and brave the cold weather. I think she was one of our classified employees of the year one year when I was here. If not, she deserved it. But she was a really valuable employee, and we've missed her since she's retired. She's been fairly hard to replace, and in many ways is irreplaceable. The second part about Judy that I'm always going to remember is how valuable her family was to her. She's so proud of her children. They're grown and very successful. They both have really successful careers, and they have really good families of their own. Just recently she had grandbabies and always talked about her grandchildren. And I think that's one reason she retired, is because she wanted to spend more time with her family. She was still very active at school, very into her job, very engaged. So Judy Ramcharan is going to be very missed. Judy, congratulations. I hope your retirement is a good one. I hope you enjoy your family, and it's everything that you dreamed about. So congratulations, Judy.
Okay, so I started at Sunset last year, and I was able to meet Linda, and she has been a great support system for me this last year because I was new, and the first thing I noticed about her is she has a great sense of style, and the next thing that I really noticed about her is her willingness to do anything for staff and students, and she just really connects with them through relationships, and she puts forth a ton of extra time and energy for our students at Sunset, and she just has a genuine love for these kids, and she just lights up when she's teaching them. So one thing I don't think she realizes is the impact that she's had on so many students, and because she's very humble, and so I think that's one thing that I would love to make sure she knew, is that she has impacted so many of our students at Sunset. Linda is very creative and talented, and she has put forth a ton of effort on our family nights and our staff appreciation events, and very, very organized, and that's a trait that I have found to be very helpful for everyone at Sunset and to myself as well. I just think that she's a truly genuine person, and she has, I just have been very thankful that I got to work with her for this year. I really wish that I would have been able to work with her for many more years, but I also think congratulations, and you deserve to retire and enjoy what you love to do, which is with your horses and family, and so I'm just so thankful that you get to do that now. And we're really going to miss you.
I'm Luann Patterson, and I'm a special ed teacher here at Sandstone, and I've known Carol since she started working here 11 years ago, because I've been here for 20. So I've watched a lot of assistants come and go over the years, and she's amazing, and I'm really going to miss her, because Dixie and I and her became a trio, and Dixie retired last year, and now I'm losing Carol, and it's going to be really hard for me next year to be without him. Carol is so fun to work with, that she is just a ball of energy, and she's got lots of things that she's done in the past, and right now I can't think of a single one, but I just know she's fun to work with, and she's so energetic that the kids really like to be around her and work with her. She's always willing to dress up for anything that's going on, any activity that we have. So, she's going to absolutely enjoy riding her horse. She also has grandkids that she's going to be sharing her love for horses with, and she's got a few projects in line that she's going to be taking care of, and I know that she's going to enjoy her time off, but we're really going to miss her here.
Woohoo! I'm Carol West, and I am retiring after 11 years at Sandstone Middle School. My time here at Sandstone has been wonderful. The people I work with have been like family. If you need something, they've always been there for you. I'm sorry to leave, but I'm really not leaving, because I will be back to sub. It's been a great ride, but now I have more time to ride my horse. I have more to say. I am really, one thing about retiring, I am going to miss the kiddos. They are part of my life, and I really enjoy helping them and seeing them.
My name is Angie Cook, and I have worked with Deb Wood for about 5 years in 4th grade.
And I am Deanna Plum, and I worked with Deb first in 3rd grade for several years, and then again in 4th grade.
And I'm Justine Cook. I've known Deb since I started working here about 4 years ago, and I teach 5th grade with Deb this year.
One thing about Deb is she is quite a character. She has us laughing all the time, all kinds of stories.
Most of them we can't repeat on camera. Stories that bring you to tears of laughter or sitting down on the floor to control yourself.
Deb, though, is the type of person, though, that will do anything for anybody. She would give the shirt off her back to anybody in need, and that is one of the things that I love most about her, is her genuine love for people and for kids.
I would just say that it's definitely going to be different, and we're going to miss you a lot.
No tears. We're going to miss her. We definitely are going to miss her. She has been a huge part of all of our lives. But like she said, we can count on her. She'll be the first on our sub list, and we know that we can give her a call when needed. So
I would just say, thank you, Deb, for your example of love and generosity and welcoming. She's one of the first people to greet you when she sees you, and isn't a stranger to anyone. and I appreciated that with my time here.
And I put makeup on for you for this, and now I'm crying, Deborah. Deb is a mom, a grandma, a farmer, real estate agent. She has rentals that she mows lawns. She tutors. She babysits. I'm sure whatever it involves, it's not going to be sitting at her house.
When I got my teaching license, I was fortunate to get a job at Highland Hills Elementary School, and I've been here ever since. And I've had some amazing teachers to work with. I am probably the oldest person at this school, therefore I am everybody's grandma or the old lady. I'm not sure what to say, but I appreciate everyone at this school. We have built a family, we've built friendships. Everyone is here for the kids and for each other. If I could thank some specific people, it would be Mrs. Loretta Fitter, who, when I did my student teaching, she was willing to let me into her classroom, second grade classroom at Sunset Elementary, and she opened her doors, opened her classroom, and allowed me to have a great experience there that confirmed that I really wanted to be a teacher after 21 years working for the circuit court. We had some great experiences, and she is probably and has been my best mentor throughout my years. The people here at Highland Hills have also been amazing to me. It's been a terrific journey. I have enjoyed the kids, the teachers, the administration. If I was going to share any experiences with you, they would all be positive. We have amazing families. We have amazing teachers, and those families have put together some terrific conference meals and schedules and activities and family fun nights and just opportunities to work with families and children. If I was going to offer anybody advice, I would say if you have the most beautiful skirt that you are dying to wear, do not wear it on a windy day. Mrs. Plum and Mrs. Cook and I are forever grateful for Mr. Hamlin, who has denied the vision that penetrated in his mind on that windy day and has never spoke of it. Thank you, Mr. Hamlin. Anyway, this has been an amazing journey. I love Highland Hills and Hermiston School District. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to be selling more real estate and probably sitting on a tractor taking orders from my husband. Anyway, thank you very much. It's been a great journey. Have a beautiful life. Thank you very much. It's been a great journey. Have a beautiful life.
Thank you, Mr. Pope. That was pretty nice to hear the memories and snigger with remembering some of those conversations and things that weren't spoken of on camera. It's always nice. So we'll get things rolling here, and I'd like to invite Board Chair Josh Collard. Could you please come on up and join, and Dr. Moody. At this time, we'll go ahead and recognize our retirees. And you heard a couple times on there one common theme. And so I just went ahead and put substitute applications in each one of these boxes. They're ready to go. You don't even need to sign it. So with that, thank you guys very much for the years of service that you've done. And the neat part about it is that the service has been to our entire community and to your children that are all sitting here. Your kids have benefited from everything that they've done. So thank you very much, and we'd like to go ahead and invite Linda Elwood to please come on up. And then don't forget to smile, Mr. Pope, right there. All right, Chris Garcia, come on down, and we're going to have you walk on that red carpet. It's pretty exciting out there. He's broke in. Tracy Harrell, and Tracy was unable to join us this evening, but she would definitely want to say go Seahawks just in case. So that means Dana Hill, come on down. More of those not on camera. Oh, this lady, Kathy Keating. Come on down.
One my scout bag.
Bacharant, and she is unable to be here tonight with us. She's getting Mr. Henning prepared for tomorrow. And next, we'd like to invite Linda Roberts down. And our next recipient has probably one of the best haircuts in the room. Mr. James Smith, come on in.
Oh yeah, I'm walking them down. You ready? Let's do it. Yep, I got one more.
So I have a story. So this story goes back to the Pendleton Roundup. Yeah, and so I'm from the other side of Oregon, and I got my Pendleton cowboy hat on, and I was wearing sandals with white tube socks with Levi's 501. I was looking good. There's this thing called a 10-step dance, and you go around in a circle. She offered to teach me 10 of those steps. I made it 2. She tried maybe 7 times. She was so nice and patient that she had enough. That's my story. 1, 2, 3.
And now you know who the awesome class is.
Errol West, come on down. And our last recipient this evening is Deb Wood, who's unable to make it here this evening. And then Mr. Garwood has something you'd like to share with us. What a great time. On behalf of the board, I'd like to say thank you to all of you for your years of service to the Hermiston School District. The impact that you have made in the lives of countless students, hundreds, thousands of students, is just amazing. So, as you reflect on your career, I really encourage you to do so, keeping the word legacy in mind. You have impacted so many students throughout your career. You have taught individuals to be learners, to be thinkers, to have assisted families in countless ways. You have made an impact on your fellow staff members, and you have a legacy through them that will continue on into the future as well. You've left an indelible mark on our community, and I could not be more proud. Thank you all. Well, before we run out of here this evening and celebrate, I want to take a moment just to say thank you to the committee that has organized our event tonight and taught me how to tie a balloon. It was quite a process. They did a wonderful job. And so our banquet committee members are Brooke Hardine. You can, Brooke, you can just... Step Neely Fields, Tracy Hepworth, Rhonda Wright, Victoria Davis, our very own Roger Pope, Adrienne Rodarte, Sarah Sargent, and Donna Thomas. And we can't forget our very own Mr. Kelso, who's running the video and the behind-the-scenes guy there. It's a team effort to make these things happen, just as it is a team effort to have that legacy that Mr. Geller talked about. So thank you all for coming tonight. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy the last few weeks of school. Have a good night.